thank you so much for inviting me here and to speak on a very topic which is close to my heart because I'm a dietitian, nutritionist. Food is something which is very close to my heart, but indeed it's also close to everybody's heart. So you don't have to be a dietitian to like food. Actually, everybody likes food, and I'm sure all the patients coming to you, all eminent doctors, also talk about food. The first thing they ask you is, "कुछ परहेज करना है क्या? सब खा सकते हैं क्या?" So I begin with a few slides on English to tell you what is diet, because when a dietitian speaks, the first thing what people are interested is what is diet. So diet comes from a Middle English word called as diete, or a Latin word called as dieta, which means way of living. So understand one thing, diet, though we use it as a verb, where we use it as following a diet regime, in reality, the word itself means way of living. And this is very close to our Indian philosophy, even of yoga, where they talk about ahar, achar, and vichar, not only just exercise and diet. So it's a more holistic approach of way of living. So what is a diet chart? Because when people come to dietitian, that is something else they want. So diet chart is basically a guideline of what you should eat and you should not eat. We know that a wide range of disorders in the body originate from making wrong choices of food, and lifestyle disorders are prime examples of what eating wrong food can do. So in order to prevent such disorder, you can visit a dietitian who can design a diet chart for you, and this will include types of food that you should eat and in what quantity. So diet chart is essentially a food prescription which is designed by a dietitian, and if you actually Google it, if you just put diet chart of 1500 calories, look at the amount of results. 4,17,000 results. So you really do not need a dietitian. So if following so-called healthy diet chart would yield result, then this world would have been such a healthy place, right? Everybody has a Google, so everybody has a diet chart. But that really does not work because sometimes common sense prevails, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in cookbooks. So diet charts are generic, they are not tailor-made for an individual, and hence they are rarely complied to, and hence these small nitty-gritties are what are important. And most common question asked to every dietitian, even in social gathering, when you go for a party or a wedding or a birthday, even in a casual conversation or even on Facebook chart is, "Madam, ek diet chart de do na. Vajan kam karna hai, vajan badhana hai, lipids kam karna hai, sugar kam karna hai," whatever it is. So there is nothing like a diet chart. For the best effective nutrition, individualized MNT is very, very necessary. So we all know to eat is a necessity, but to eat intelligently is really an art. And you see, with food, you make choices 4 times a day, what to eat and what not to eat. And this is the reason why we are having so many metabolic issues, dietary patterns versus activity pattern. There is a disconnect, wrong food choices, huge issue of portion control, satiety, sedentary life, and lack of non-exercise activity thermogenesis. People go to gym, pump iron for half an hour, and later on sit in one chair throughout the day expecting dramatic metabolic results. So remember, the biggest problem comes here. Sugary beverages which are consumed because they are ultra-processed drink, and you realize that this is the leading cause of why metabolic issues are there in India. Now, what does India eat? Before we decide to do a cookbook, we have to know what is it that we eat. And this is a Stark study which has shown that this whole nation, and not only South India, is busy eating carbohydrates up to 70% of calories, later on followed by fat, and really does not eat protein. So Indian diets are high in carbohydrate and high in fat. And when they are compared to reference diets in Lancet Commission, which were given, remember, even calories from protein sources are only 6 to 8% in India as compared to the reference diet. And even the richest households in India do not consume adequate amount of fruits, vegetables, and non-cereal proteins in their diet, which is a very sad thing because they are the kind of people who can afford all this. Average Indian household consumes more calories from processed food than from fruit. And this is a very sad thing that people do not choose food here. Now, I'm sure all of you must have read this study, but again, this is a pure study which was done in 5 continents, where they have shown that cardiovascular disease is actually related to carbohydrate consumption and it is not as much related to fat consumption in the diet. And when carbohydrates are replaced by other fats, also there is a drop in total mortality and mortality due to myocardial infarction, stroke, so on and so forth. And carbohydrates are what we are consuming, and therefore that is what our cookbook should contain. This is again a very nice paper which was published in Lancet by Sarah Sibbelman, where she has shown that there is a U-shaped relationship between carbohydrate intake and mortality. Low carbohydrate diet and high carbohydrate diet increase mortality. What you need is consumption of 50% carbohydrates in your diet to reduce mortality. Average Indian carbohydrate consumption, friends, is 70%. So we have a long way to go even for reduction in mortality. So again, now we come to cookbook, because now there are only food pictures. I hope all of you have eaten food. It is going to make you extremely hungry. So what is a good diet? So Ghar Ka Khana is the best diet plan, where there is emphasis on protein, there is emphasis on fiber in terms of vegetables, raw and cooked, and there is minimum intake of carbohydrate. That is a really sound diet plan. And why do we need that? Because if we are going to eat junk, remember, this is the kind of physical activity that we are expecting with lockdown. Forget this much. Nobody is even getting up from their chairs. So it's going to be very, very difficult. And remember, when you eat 2 samosas, you eat them as starter. You don't eat them as food. After this, you eat a whole meal or probably a drink or 2. So remember, this is a problem. You need to exercise this much. Now, very important is what is the perception of food. See, typically when patients come to us for weight loss, they say, Madam, roti nahi chalta hai. Khakra to chalta hai na. Khakra is very light. It's light in weight. It is not light in calories. This chapati is made into this khakra. What is lost is the water weight. And fortunately or unfortunately, water does not have calories. And therefore, calories are exactly same. When people eat chapati, they eat 1. When they eat khakra, they eat 1 dozen. And that's the basic problem in understanding what are food perceptions. Looks can be deceptive. All these foods have the same amount of carbohydrate. But if you choose them wisely, you can choose better carbohydrates to achieve a better glycemic control and better triglyceride control. So these are alternative exchanges that you can use so that you get a meal plan which is very interesting. Now, this is one of my favorite slides, and I know one fine day I'm going to be arrested by Britannia company for showing this slide. But remember, 5 biscuits is equal to 1 thepla. But people are not happy eating a thepla or a paratha because they feel it's high in calorie. And they feel Mari biscuit is boon of God to mankind. It has fallen directly from heaven, wherein wo khake lipids nahi badega, wo khake sugars nahi badega, nothing will happen. But remember, this is higher in glycemic excursions, and therefore choosing right kind of homemade fresh food which has vegetables and other whole grains in it is more important. Instead of choosing 5 biscuits, which is chosen very frequently by our patients because वो सूखा होता है तो कहीं भी खा सकते हैं. You can choose a fruit. Fruit भी सूखा होता है, वो भी कहीं भी खा सकते हैं. And all fruits are not expensive. Maybe apples are, but guava definitely isn't. So you can choose a cheaper fruit. Another thing to remember, we talk so much about portion size, is serving size is not equal to portion size. You can make different things at home. Look at this. This is a thatta idli, which is equal to some 10 idlis coming together. And we definitely don't want you to eat foods which are high in portion size. This is a thali which is served, whereas this is a small serving size of food which is recommended. It's very important to add proteins to your diet to reduce the glycemic excursion of food. So whether it's rajma to your rice or even to your fruit, if it's adding nuts, it's going to create a huge impact. Or it's adding vegetables to your dough to create it low glycemic, or adding organic acids to food like lemon to make it moderate GI. Now, drinks are something which are very, very important when it comes to non-alcoholic beverages. Sir spoke about alcoholic beverages, but also non-alcoholic beverages are a big thing. And instead of choosing all these kinds, Starbucks and all, you need to choose a chas or a whey protein shake or maybe a soy milk or a protein shake for your drink. Now, this is one of my favorite slides, how you should eat. This is something which is asked to me by all. So this is plate in my own house. Remember, this is called as plate partitioning method, which is given by American Dietetic Association. Divide your plate into 4 parts: 1/4 of cooked vegetables, 1/4 of raw vegetable, 1/4 of protein, and 1/4 of starch. And remember, starch is rice, chapati, or a potato. Potato is not a vegetable. Potato is a starch. If you eat like that, your triglycerides are going to drop. Even your LDL cholesterol is going to drop. So whether it's veg or non-veg, on the day non-veg is made, please include half plate of vegetarian food. People who eat non-veg think it's below their dignity to eat vegetarian food, and it shouldn't be like that, because eating fiber is very, very important. It's the same rajma rice eaten in a different way. 2 proteins, lots of fiber, and 1 serving of carb, which actually helps you to maintain your glycemia, maintain your triglycerides. A lot of times people ask me, can we eat idli for weight loss? If you eat 4 idlis and a little bit of sambar, it's not going to work for you. But if you're going to do your postprandial sugar after this, eat 1 idli with 2 bowls of sambar and chutney. Definitely you will get a better postprandial sugar. Even if you do a CGM, you will find that your glycemic excursion is much lower when you eat like this. This is a recent paper published by Dr. Osama Hamdi, which speaks about order of eating. And remember, this really plays a huge role, and you can talk to your patients. Begin with a protein.
1 minute left.
Yes. Begin with a protein, then fiber, and then protein. And then at the end, you eat a cereal. You'll find that you are much more satiated. Your hunger is very little. So these are different snack options. Instead of pav vada and chai, you can definitely have singdana and chas. Pav vada and singdana both are available on the same signal. So you don't even have to change the signal if you're driving your car or you're waiting for your bus. And meal replacements are great option. But just last thing I wanted to talk about is nutritional biodiversity. It's very important that we eat different kinds of foods and vegetables. So instead of just eating palak and methi as green leafy, there are so many of them. You need to eat that. And an apple a day keeps doctor away, just as a saying. There are many more fruits which are higher in phytonutrients than in apple. And I encourage all of you to eat them. So simple messages go a long way. So this is a signal method. Masala dosa with chutney, bad choice. Sada dosa with sambar chutney, better choice. Very good choice is lots of sambar, dosa and chutney. That's a better choice. So in conclusion, all diets will cause weight loss. Weight loss is a function of compliance to diet. Diets to be complied to have to be closest to your normal diet. Referring patient to a dietitian ensures diets are individualized and easy to comply over a long period of time. Thank you so much for a patient hearing.